In this video, we will learn some terms related to reflection. We know reflection is the phenomenon where light bounces back from a reflecting surface. Generally, we consider reflecting surface as mirror in our daily life. Here there is a mirror. We have, see, this red light you can see. This is reflecting. There is a mirror I am showing you. See, this is the mirror. This is the mirror from which light is reflecting. This one is the mirror, and here is the reflection. You can see there is a reflection. Let's draw the edge of the mirror. This edge of the mirror, this edge, we will draw it because this will help us to know the position of the reflecting surface afterwards, later on, when we will draw some more lines to understand the terms related to reflection. In that case, the presence of a mirror would cause some problem. That's why we will draw the edge of the mirror to show the position of the reflecting surface. You can see a beam of light here, a beam of light here, a beam of light. This side, from this side, light is moving and it is striking the mirror, and from that side light is reflecting. Instead of considering this entire beam, we will consider only one ray of it, which will strike the reflecting surface, suppose at this point. Here I have drawn a line here. This line shows the ray of light of this beam which is striking the mirror at this point. I have drawn two lines to show two rays of these two beams. One beam which is falling on the mirror, another beam which is reflecting from the mirror. Later on I will show you the rays, the part of these two lines. This line shows the presence of mirror. There it was the mirror. This is the edge of the mirror we have drawn that time. I had to remove the mirror. I had removed it to draw some further, to complete the further drawing. This is the position of the mirror, M1. This is the position of the mirror. This is the reflecting surface, plane surface, and this is the back side. I have shown by drawing so many slanted lines, and this is how mirror is drawn. This was our ray which was striking the mirror. So to show the direction of light, I must draw an arrow. This way light is going and striking. Let the name of ray, the part of this line, be AO. O is this point. AO is the ray which strikes the mirror. This is called incident ray, which is falling on the mirror. Incident ray. AO is the incident ray. This ray is coming out, reflecting after striking the mirror. Let the name of this ray be OB. OB, and the direction of light is this time this one. Direction of light must be shown in the drawing. This point is called point of incidence. As this ray was termed as incident ray, this ray is to be termed as a ray of reflection or a reflected ray. If we draw an imaginary line at the point of incidence on this plane, on the plane of the reflecting surface, let's draw first. We can draw perpendicular at this point by using one set square. This is the perpendicular at point O on this reflecting surface. This perpendicular, actually this is an imaginary line. This imaginary line, which is perpendicular to the reflecting surface, is called the normal. Let the name of that normal is ON. ON is perpendicular to M1, this line, this plane. Actually this is the plane, since we cannot show a plane on a two-dimensional space. Actually two-dimensional space, here it is a plane. How can we show another plane on it? That's why we have drawn an edge of that plane, plane of the mirror. So this is perpendicular to the plane of the mirror. This is called normal. An angle is formed between the incident ray and the normal. AON. This is the angle. AON. This is the angle. Angle AON. This angle is called angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. Another angle is there, BON, the angle between the reflected ray and the normal. BON, this angle. Angle BON. Angle BON is called the angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is denoted by the initial letter of incidence, I. Whereas angle of reflection is denoted by the initial letter of reflection, small r. So we have learnt that M1 is the reflecting surface, AO is incident ray which is falling on the reflecting surface, which is reflecting is called reflected ray. Here it is OB. Directions are shown. Angle between the incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence. Angle between the reflected ray and the normal is called angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is denoted by I, angle of reflection is denoted by R. The perpendicular to the reflecting surface is called normal. The point at which the ray strikes the reflecting surface is called point of incidence. Here we have to remember that angle of incidence equals angle of reflection for a corresponding incident ray and a reflected ray. One more thing, incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie on the same plane. What is the plane here? This paper. Here this paper, plane of the paper. See, all lie on the same plane. This one and the normal. Incident ray, reflected ray and the normal. All three lie on this plane, this paper. Actually, these two are the laws of reflection. We will prove these two in another video. These two can be proved experimentally. We will do in another video.